Hey, it's Alexa from Type A for Alexa. And even though we are past the 1st of January, there are still a few things I need to set up in my junk drawer notebook. This notebook is basically a catch-all for anything that aren't my daily or weekly plans. So that means trackers, lists, urine pixels, notes, just anything that I want to keep track of in the year 2025 so that at the end of the year I will have a snapshot of what my life was for the year. The goal was to have it all set up before January 1st, but you guys know November and December tend to end up busier than you ever could have expected. So while I, thought I had more than enough time to start working on these spreads, the month got away from me. So there are still a few tracker type layouts that I need to finish. And the first one I'm going to do tonight is going to be my health tracker. This was one of the last ones I did. I had these pages in between that I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do with yet. And then I was like, oh wait, I need like a health tracker because I have a mood tracker and an anxiety and panic attack type tracker, but I need a just how do you feel today tracker. So that is what I'm going to do today. For this spread, I am going to use both pages. And I print and cut myself some stickers off of a printable that I found on Etsy. And each month is divided up into the amount of days in that month. So these will be spread around like this: January, February, March, April. I'm pretty sure I had it like this when I was just getting my rough idea. And then October, November, December, there we go. It will be spread out like this. I will have my key down here and then my header up there. And the key will obviously eventually make this spread much more colorful because all of these little spaces will be colored in, and I'm going to be using my favorite rainbow color palette. But to add just some stuff in the background, I got this new stencil from Oopsie Daisy. It's just like paint splatters. So before I lay the stickers down, I'm just gonna put a bunch of splatters down and color them in. And then these stickers will go over them and then they will then be colored in. And my tracker or my header is gonna be up here. It looks like chicken scratch right now, but I do think I want to try to large block letter the word health with a piece of washi tape in the middle of it. And then when I peel the washi tape up, then letter in a finer font the word tracker. So it's kind of like a negative space header. We'll see if that happens. So the stickers can be moved for now. And I am going to use the 03 Tombow Mono drawing pen. And like I said, I'm just gonna put some splatters everywhere. And then I will color these splatters in. That way there is some color on the spread and it's not just all black and white. You can see I did not mess with this stencil beforehand or like decide where I wanted splatters. I mean, a lot of it's gonna get covered up by the stickers anyway, so I probably won't even color them in until I lay the stickers down, because honestly some of them, see, drawn all over, some of them might not even be visible. But this is just to have a little bit of color peeking out behind the stickers. So I don't know if I said the date. I know I said it's after January 1st, but it is January 6th today, I believe. So my kids still had off of school today for like a teacher work day. So they finally go back tomorrow, and holy cow, I can't wait. We definitely need some space from each other. Like, everyone's been on top of each other for 2.5 weeks now. And I am so ready to just get back into the routine of life. I'm trying to like spread these out, but not waste my time doing them where they're going to be covered up the most, but it doesn't take that long, so it's fine. And don't ask me why I chose splatters. Has nothing to do with like tracking my health. I just laid the stickers down and I was like, okay, how am I adding color to this? And I did just get this stencil like over Christmas break. I ordered a couple more and this was one of them. So I'm like, yeah, why not? We'll do like one more over here. And I'm mad at myself for not getting another font stencil because I'm like kind of overusing the same 2 font stencils that I have. So why didn't I order more fonts? I'm confused. I confused myself. Why didn't I order more fonts? But I got this like paint splatter stencil and I got like a postage stamp stencil. That is cute. Kind of have an idea of something I want to do with it, but that is for another night. And I don't know if you saw in my quick little flip before I turned to this spread, but I have started using like all of my trackers, my year in pixels and that stuff. I was so happy when the first of the year passed and it was time to use them all. I don't find it hard to keep up with it every day because I am at my I'm at my desk in my office almost every day anyway. And if I happen to not work on the weekend, I usually just like make a mental note of if I did something, didn't do something, what my weight was. So I just fill it in on Monday. But it's also super easy for me to just run by my desk on the weekend and fill it out, just so I don't forget. Try not to use the same ones over and over again. This one. So, besides my trackers, I still have quite a few spreads that need to be done. Like my family stuff, like wish lists and different things like that. And then I really need to work on my business section. Oopsie. We'll get a little white out for that. But then the rest of the pages will just be like fun stuff that I can add whenever I have time. So I'm also in a bit of a pickle. I don't have any of my 2025 daily or monthly planner set up. But I do actually plan on spending some time doing that as soon as I'm done filming these videos. Okay, I think we're good on the splatters for now. And, let's just block out my key. And some of my other tracker spreads, I definitely forgot to block out a space for the key and then did all my decorating and everything and was like, oh, there's no room left for the key. And this one is gonna have a few more options for how I'm feeling than like whether or not I had anxiety that day. So I knew I needed to leave some space. Okay, let's now do these. And like I said, these are printed on sticker paper. And this was a cool printable that I found on Etsy. Etsy has such great stuff. Like, could I have made this myself? Probably. Did I want to? No. So it's definitely a good time saver. Okay, January comes first. January, February, March, April, May. All right. I think that is how these are going to be laid down, so let's just start. And like I said, I'm going to color in the splatters once these are down, because there's no point in coloring if the whole splatter was going to get covered. Probably could have planned this spread out a little better beforehand, but I have been working tirelessly on catching up with orders because my week-long Black Friday sale definitely produced way more orders than I was expecting, which I was incredibly grateful for, but then very overwhelmed with. And like I've said, I do not like working on anything other than orders when I have outstanding orders or orders that are close to the stated processing time or orders that are past the stated processing time. That just, it hurts my heart. So that's also why my 2025 planners aren't set up, because I cannot justify taking hours out of my day that could be used to process orders to set up a planner. So I finally caught up on orders yesterday, and that means tonight and definitely some part of tomorrow I will be working on my 2025 planner. I need at least my January monthly down and to start my weeklies, because it's never been this late in the year and I've had nothing prepared. I'm not sure why all of these aren't like the same size. They were all in the same file and I didn't resize them or anything, but it's okay. It's not like noticeable enough that it's gonna bother me. And luckily I remember how I felt the first 6 days of the year, so I can fill this one in and get it caught up. The reason I wanted to do this spread, it's slightly crooked. And also this trigger warning, if like health anxiety or talk about health anxiety makes your anxiety happen. But health anxiety is something that I never had until about May of 2020. And oddly enough, it was not because of COVID. I guess I should put a lot of trigger warnings on this video. I didn't plan on talking about this, but I was previously married to the father of my daughters, and he passed away. Oopsie. I'm making a lot of noise. He passed away in April of 2020, also not from COVID. So once that happened, literally up until that happened, I felt like I was untouchable. I was never ever sick. Panic attack and anxiety, who's that? That was not on my radar. I was very physically active, ate great, as healthy as I could. Never any problems. And then once he passed away, I obviously started having panic attacks and anxiety. And then I basically developed health anxiety, because then it also hits me that, okay, now if anything happens to me, my kids are orphans. Like, it was just a lot. So I spent the larger part of May, June, July, August, and September of 2020 thinking I was just simply going to pass away. Like multiple ER visits to try to figure out what was wrong with me. And they just kept telling me it was anxiety. Especially once they had heard, you know, oh, my husband just passed away. Then they immediately just, oh, it's anxiety. Here, take this anti-anxiety medication and you'll feel better. And I only ever took one. And I had the most horrific night terror I've ever had. Never took another one again. I was like, absolutely not. So it was a rough 6-ish months for me. And I will say, 4 years later now, it's much more under control. But I do still have a day here and there where I'm like, I just feel dizzy or off balance or just not like at my peak, because I am a very active person. I play tennis and volleyball multiple times a week. I go to the gym. If I'm not doing either of those, I normally feel great. So if I don't feel great, that immediately makes me a little nervous. So that is why I want this tracker, because I also think it helps to be able to actually see, okay, I feel off today, but look, I felt great for 3 months in a row. Like, it's okay if you feel off one day. You know? Does that make sense? I really didn't mean to get that heavy with this conversation, but it's crazy how you can go a large part of your life not knowing about something, not experiencing something, and then bam, now I have health anxiety and full-blown panic disorder and all sorts of fun stuff. But you'd also don't need to even have health anxiety to want to track how you feel physically or mentally. I think it's just great to have that information. So, yeah, sorry if that conversation was a bit of a downer. This isn't my best coloring work, but it's fine. All right. I'm trying to space the colors so I'm not like doing too many repeating colors close to each other. But I will just be coloring in these splatters for the next few minutes, so I'm gonna stop yip-yapping so that I can speed that up, and I'll check back in with you when I am done. All right, I know I said I was gonna speed that up, but I figured let's just save the space on my phone and jump right to it. So this is all of the splatters colored in. I actually love it. And now I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this title. So I'm looking for my supplies. I had a pencil and an eraser out and it disappeared. So, oh, nope. I finally bought bigger erasers. Are you proud of me? Okay. So I just want to like block letter health kind of to match this. And then I want tracker going through it. So I need a fairly thin washi. I think this one will work. Like this. And then I'm going to do it in pencil first because I don't letter, so this could be disastrous. Is that even going to look like an H if you don't see the inside of it? I'm not quite sure. See? I don't let her. Maybe this washi is too big. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell what this says. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I think you'll be able to tell that that's an A. Okay, I think I may have picked a washi tape too wide for how big I'm making the word. So also, yeah, I think we're gonna redo this with a thinner washi, because yeah, that, how can you can't even tell what that is. And then also I realized I was gonna go into that splatter. Guess I forgot how many letters health has in it. But I'm so very happy about this eraser now. Still need one of those little desk vacuum thingies though. All right, so we need a thinner washi. Hold please. Okay, this is definitely thinner. Alrighty. You can tell I didn't practice this. I need to start my letters further over. Oh, that washi's so cute. Okay, so. So, I don't know if this is gonna look right. Maybe I really should have practiced this style before I just decided to go for it, but it's a little too late now. If you guys have any like resources for, for lettering or like easy fonts to learn, that E is gonna look ridiculous. Nope, that A needs to be a little further over, because I'm just so bad at it and I want to be better. But like, why am I so bad? It shouldn't be this hard to draw letters. But at least I feel like I've spaced this a little better. I think I got a little squirrely on that. We're still into this paint splatter. But I guess we just go with it, right? We just go with it. All right, I feel like when I take this off, it's gonna look ridiculous. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm so bad at this. I think the E's and the H's need to be a little shorter. I think it's just the E that I hate. But I don't know how to make it look more like an E. I guess that's good enough. And then we just do like a wide, just regular font. No, because that doesn't span the whole word. This was a terrible idea. See if I can do that like stretched out script. Oh, sometimes I just have to laugh at myself and my terrible ideas. I don't know what to do. I feel like I messed up the vibe of this header, and I think this is just what we have to stick with. So we're gonna go with outlining it. Wish me luck. I did a really good job in the beginning of this notebook, like really testing out my spreads before I did them, like full on 100% testing them. And then I started to get a little brave, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to test it in my tester. I'll just sketch it in my actual notebook. And then I would sketch some stuff, have an idea, and be like, I don't even need to try this part. I'll just do it on the fly. And like, what was I thinking? Testing everything out was going so well. Now I'm over here messing things up because I don't know what I'm doing. Progress, not perfection. Remind me that, guys. Progress, not perfection. The fact that I'm even attempting block letters with a script in between, that is progress for me, because what? All right. Let's not make this the worst cursive I've ever done in my life. I already hate that R. And that K. And yeah, what are these R's? Oh, good Lord. I think I'll be whiting that out. Okay, let's move on to the key, because continuing to look at that is just gonna stress me out. So I gotta decide what I want for my key. I'm also like, we'll revisit that. I know I want 2 categories of good. So I want feeling great, and then like feeling like a beast, because there are days where I feel like a beast. Like when I play in my tennis tournaments and I'm playing 2 and 3 matches in a day, hydrating, having my electrolytes, feeling good throughout those matches in the 90-degree heat, I feel like a beast. So I want like feel like a beast, feel great, just okay, something's off, and that would be like my dizzy, off balance days. And then sick, which would be like if I'm actually sick, not just like feeling off. So that was 5, right? So I'm just gonna write the word key because it's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. So I need 5 different colors. And they're gonna kind of be the same colors that are on the background here. So for colors, oh, I just realized there's some pencil lines here I can't read. I feel like I always associate like green with great, like green good, green go. But I love the blue. So maybe blue will be like feeling like a beast. Green is feeling great. I'm gonna write that in there. So am I literally gonna put like feeling like a beast? I need something to rest my hand on. Or should I put beast mode? Or what is another thing? Because this is gonna be feeling great. So we said feeling like a beast, feeling great, feeling okay, something's off, sick. I'm gonna do red, sick. We're gonna do yellow for something's off. And then we'll just do purple for feeling okay. Something's off. I don't know why I wrote off in capitals, because, you know, whiteout is my friend. Whiteout is my friend, and I can use it whenever I want. Whenever I am frustrated by how my brain works, whiteout is my friend. Like, that's what whiteout is for. And red is gonna be sick. Oh, I hate when whiteout does that. Whiteout's not being my friend right now. Good Lord, something's off. Sick. All right, we're gonna put feeling like a beast. Or should it just be feeling amazing? But feeling great, I'm gonna put it like a beast. Because that is a feeling. Like feeling like a beast for me, that is a feeling. I'm gonna erase this nonsense up here and then probably white out some of that script. Yeah, because this K and this E, but oh, doing script over whiteout, that sounds miserable. It's so bad though. It's so bad. And the T and the R are so close together. Should I just white out the whole thing? I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna color in the letters, and I'm just gonna leave it because it was my first attempt at this style. Now I know I'm not great at it, and we move on. So I'm just gonna do something like this. I tried. I'm not gonna give myself an A for effort. I'm gonna give myself like a B. B for effort. You did the thing. But yeah, like I was saying, if you know of any easy fonts that I can try to learn or resources to help me get better at lettering, because like, why am I so atrociously bad at it? It's like embarrassing at this point. And I see the vision here where had it gone the way I wanted it to, it would have been very cute. But alas, it was not meant to be for this spread. That just means it will be in the future. And then maybe I'm just gonna trace this atrociousness in some gray and be done with it. And I'm gonna do a little okay. So this is my health tracker in my junk drawer notebook. We hit some bumps, as we do in this notebook, but I mean, I came out cute, just like don't pay attention to that spot. So that's it for this spread in my junk drawer notebook. I'm gonna move on to the next one and film another video, so I'll catch you guys in that one. Bye.